Dealing with any kind of disability can be a struggle. Starting at 5, I have struggled with 5 severely complicated learning disabilities. Since I was so complicated, I was in 3 different kinds of research studies. I'm so complicated that I have about 1,000 plus pages of all the learning problems I have and how many times I got tested. Schoolwork was very difficult for me, but the real struggle was when I got into middle school. Having a spatial disorder was that I could not write in a straight line across the page, even when there were lines on the paper, like notebook paper. I would see the lines, but couldn't write straight. I had to write on the dotted line paper you use in kindergarten. The other problem was reading, which is a visual, auditory, and processing disorder. My brain was trying to process what I was hearing and reading, so I would jumble words up all the time. When I was little, instead of seeing Cat in the Hat, I would see cat and hat. My mom would help me read a book. She asked me what was the chapter about. I said, I didn't know. Then she would just read a page. She asked me, what was that about? I said, I didn't know. Then she would just read 1 to 2 sentences and I still would have no idea what it was about. It did not matter what kind of book it was, I had a struggle of trying to understand it and figure out what was going on. When I did read a book, I had to use a bookmark to follow along, and if I didn't, I would skip sentences. I always got so frustrated and gave up on everything since I didn't understand anything. My teachers would always say you're going to be 3 grades behind, and they started to give up on me. At that point, I really started to lose my self-esteem. I have never even passed a single state standardized test. I was always missing out on some classes in school because I was always in tutoring. My parents decided to pull me out of the school I was at to homeschool me in the middle of 8th grade. My parents had to build up my self-esteem so much that I would not even try. They were even appalled that I didn't know a lot, like knowing who George Washington was. Not only did my parents help me out through the whole 6 years of being homeschooled, but my entire family helped me out a whole lot. I don't think I would ever thought about even going to college without their help. Since my school did not even help or know how to help me out with my issues, as a career, I want to help out other kids that have similar struggles like I do.